I come to you from the future. I'm here because... Wait, who are you? I'm the Ray of Moment's future. I'm from the future. You're supposed to be from the past. Actually, this is YouTube, so by the time you're watching this, we're technically all in the past. Okay, fine. You can call me... the Ray of Moments Past. I come to you from... the past. We're here to help out Present Moment Ray. He was about to make a video that had no real practical teaching in there at all. It was just, look at me, I'm so smart, I know this cool concept. Here, have at it. Yeah, he really headed down a pretty weird road with this one. That's what you get when you don't script out a video. And just a warning, we're going to be talking about some pretty heady concepts like consciousness and time being a construct. It gets pretty far out there. This video might make your head explode. Hey, too rough. Take it easy on them. Sorry. So we'll be popping in here and there to make sure that what Present Moment Ray says doesn't actually make your head explode. To the video! What are you up to, SJ?
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, Bubba, what's present moment awareness? So on the one hand, there's this idea that present moment awareness is basically not being lost in thought. For instance, like if I'm sitting here and I'm paying attention to how it feels as my butt is on this nice plank board, or maybe paying attention to the sounds. Or maybe things that are happening in my body, like my breath or my heartbeat. So all of these things that are basically not thinking. So if I'm remembering something, that is a thought about the past. And if I'm planning ahead, then that's a thought about the future, right? But what if I'm thinking about something that's happening right now? Like what if I'm thinking about filming this?
Yeah.
And I think this is where it gets kind of confusing, because if I'm thinking about something that's happening right now, is that present moment awareness or not? There's this idea that anything to do with the five senses is present moment awareness. Sight, touch, taste, sound, and smell. But not only is that confusing because we have way more than five senses, but it's just not true. See, if I'm gonna touch this handrail, supposedly the nerves in my hand and my fingers are sending some signals that go up into my brain, and then those things get processed, and somehow I feel my fingers. You want some food?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Food.
Okay, hold up. Let me finish this one shot, okay? Finish this one shot? Hang on. No? You don't want me to finish?
Every day.
Every day? You see, something like the nerve centers in my fingers sending signals to my brain, all of these things take time. Like actual physical time. So there's a delay between my fingers actually touching the handrail and me experiencing the feeling of me touching the handrail. And the delay is pretty short. I think it's only a few microseconds. but it's still there, meaning that everything that we experience with our physical senses actually happened in the past. So, to reiterate, there can be this idea that present moment awareness is about things that are happening right now, such as sounds, the breath, your heartbeat, and that not present moment awareness are about thoughts, such as remembering things that's happened in the past or thinking about things that are happening in the future, otherwise known as planning. And as I said, all of those things that are supposedly happening in the present moment, those things like bodily sensations and sounds, aren't actually happening right now. They actually happened in the past, a few microseconds ago, and we're just becoming aware of them right now. All of these things, thoughts, feelings, sounds, bodily sensations, they're all just a construction of our minds. Indeed, our entire reality is just an illusion. It's an illusion constructed by our minds. Even right now is just an illusion. The grass is an illusion. The trees are just illusions. Sounds kind of heavy. So, everything is an illusion, huh? What's he mean by that? We all live inside subjective realities. Meaning, what you see isn't the same thing that I see. Our senses take in all this, and then our brains have to turn it into something that we can use in here. What we get is this picture of reality, but it's a pretty limited picture. For instance, this is a Bluetooth speaker. I use it because the speakers on my MacBook are busted. Did you know that some dogs can hear the high-pitched frequency of a Bluetooth signal? But we humans can't. And so goes the age-old koan. If a Bluetooth speaker in a forest tries to connect and no dog is around to hear it, does it still emit a signal? If we can't perceive something, does it still happen? Of course, this is just a concept. We can't really prove any of it since we can't prove the existence of an outside reality inside our own subjective realities. But we can extrapolate this concept to our thoughts too. Our thoughts, as we perceive them, are made up of visuals, pictures, sound, words. Is this confusing? Damn, I thought I was supposed to make this simple. But then again, that's just our minds making up something so that we can understand what our body sensed. It's very possible that our real thoughts are hidden to us, or at least hidden to our minds. Even if we can perceive it, it doesn't mean that we're actually aware of it. Like right now, were you aware of what your heartbeat feels like? Probably not, since you're watching this. Since everything is an illusion, does that mean everything is meaningless and hopeless? What do I do? Nothing? Definitely not. I like you. Plus, if you die, then that means that I died too, because I'm just you from the future. If this is bringing up questions about the nature of reality for you, good! I'm not trying to be overly poetic about this, and I'm also not trying to push a particular worldview on you. I think that each person can come to their own deeper understanding about questions like this. An understanding that you can intellectualize and analyze about all you want, but in my opinion, it's better to relax into some sort of intuitive understanding. In the end, I think there's a collective shared underlying meaning that each person has their own unique language in explaining. A language that includes your own life experiences. And experiences, though illusions, are not fake. They're real. You're experiencing them after all. Just because they're created by your mind doesn't mean that they're fake. Experience itself, though, in other words, consciousness, is not an illusion. But again, I don't want to lead you down any particular worldview. I simply want to share these things with you and maybe set a seed of a question in your mind, like, what's Ray talking about? What's he getting at? How's this useful for my life? And again, asking with your heart, not with your mind. I teach mindfulness with a lot of focus on bodily sensations, like the feeling of your feet on the ground or your breath. And it's because these sensations are always happening, always changing. Present Ray mentioned the feeling of touching the grass and the handrail as being illusions. But he didn't mean to get you out of your body and into your head. Quite the opposite. I want you to get out of your head and back into your body. The mind has quite a bit of lag as our brains try to create that picture of reality that's understandable to us. But the body is way faster. It already knows things before the mind does. Unlike the mind, the body doesn't have to have things be so understandable. It's called intuition. And for the purposes of this video, the key point relating to bodily sensations is that it's important to understand that it's not about the bodily sensations themselves. As in, don't get caught trying to fixate on a particular sensation. We simply use the body to become aware. And awareness is something that present moment Ray is just about to talk about. So let's recontextualize this. Instead of talk about what's not in the present moment, let's talk about what is. Simply put, awareness itself is in the present moment. It is awareness and awareness alone that is in the present moment. Okay, let's go home. Let's go home. Whoa, look at this mist on this lens. Who needs a pro mist filter when you have actual mist? Another way to look at this is that when you're aware, there's actually no past and no future. Time doesn't actually exist. It's just another illusion. You could be thinking about something that happened 20 years ago, but if you're aware that you're thinking about that thought that happened 20 years ago, then you're automatically in the present moment. In a way, the phrase present moment can't be used as a descriptor to delineate between different kinds of awareness, because awareness is always in the present. Rather, present moment can be used more as a description of what awareness is always already like. Awareness is always in the present moment. Actually, it's kind of redundant to say the present moment part because awareness is always happening right now. You cannot be aware and not be in the present moment.
Egg.
So I want to make this differentiation between awareness and awareness of awareness. Why don't we call awareness that is always happening, why don't we call that consciousness? And we'll call the awareness of consciousness just awareness. And I also want to say that we can be aware and still do things. If we just sat here all the time and were aware and didn't do anything, then we'd just be a bunch of zombies. And pretty soon we'd be a bunch of dead zombies because we'd just do nothing until we died of thirst or something.
Egg.
Did you put egg? You put egg in your water?
Yeah.
You kind of did. It's got little bits in it. Present moment, but maybe not even present, because when there's a moment, there's really no past moment or future moment. It's just present moment. So no present, just moment. Actually, maybe not even moment, just bing,
Bing.
bing. Confused? Let's explain it in a different way. Let's say this is a single moment in time. It's nice, right? In your mind, you can try to look at it from all angles, experience it fully, take it all in. But of course, real life doesn't work like this. Before you have a chance to take it all in, bam, it's gone. Because we live in physical clock time. And it's on to the next moment, on to the next moment. It's more like this. All these moments are just zipping by, one after the other. And moments are like water, they're slippery. No matter how fast you are, you can't really hold on to a single moment. Actually, the present moment is not even just one moment. It's made up of all these different moments. Wait, where was I? Well, I don't need to talk like that. So, try and take a look at what's happening in your experience right now. Try to pay attention to a single moment. Go ahead, close your eyes and pause the video. I'll give you a few seconds. See what I'm saying? It's not just one moment. There isn't just one moment. It's a whole mixed up jumble of moments. Things that already happened, anticipating things that haven't happened yet, a lot of trying to grasp onto what now might be like. There really isn't a single present moment. If I try to hold on to a single moment, it's frustratingly difficult. The moment just slips away. But if I stop trying to chase the present moment and relax into the stream where present moment doesn't refer to an actual moment in time, but more of an awareness that isn't fazed by the change. Like these rocks, able to stand in the water and just be. We can relax into a sense of an ever-present, always changing, unending now. We can shift our relationship with reality, seeing the impermanence in everything.
Oh.
Breaths come and go, heartbeats come and go, our bodies age, our children age.
What about the
We get
eyes?
sad, we get angry, we get happy. Everything has its time and then goes away.
What about the hat?
And this helps us not become so identified with a certain idea of how things should be this idea of ourselves as someone that we are, or that we should be, or that we're gonna be, separate from the inevitable change that is happening all the time. And when we rest in this and rest and practice in this awareness, this idea breaks up and fades away. We can stand in this stream of change, relax back into awake awareness, and just be in the now. Be the awareness and see the beauty in everything. So let's practice this right now. Feel your contact points with the earth. Come back into the presence of your living body. Relax back into a larger, expansive, spacious awareness. A space of awareness where everything flows. Spacious, loving, timeless awareness. Where thoughts can come and thoughts can go. Feelings can come and feelings can go. Moments can come and moments can go. Past, present, and future are all welcome here. And now ask, what's here right now? Not with your mind, but with your heart. Have fun, friends. Let me say a line, okay? Let me say a line. Alright? Okay, let me say a line. 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 Let me say a line before we say bye.